going on? Well, chapter 2. Where did I leave off? Okay, left off Bartlett Bowling Alley. Yeah, that's the night I met Zach. He came to the show, saw us open for Chosen View, and after that, he goes, "Hey man, come jam with me." And he had a band called The Farewell, and before that, it was the Zach Myers Band, which, again, Zach Myers Band was awesome. The Farewell, and it had a couple, different versions, a couple different members, but everybody that he's worked with is dadgum awesome. I guess that's another reason why I'm so thankful for him, is because when he asked me to do that and come and jam with him, little did I know that I had just met one of the best friends I'll ever have. I met the guy who's going to start my career, and I had no idea who this guy was at all. I'm just going to say it. I had no idea who he was at the time. But the guy ended up getting me a job as a guitar tech with Saliva. I had no business being there. No business. I didn't know how to restring a guitar. Barely knew how to restring my own bass. And the first show we did was Rock Fest, Kansas City, Missouri. There's like 30,000 people there or something. And, oh God, that's a story all in itself. But, again, Zach Myers actually helped me out a whole lot. More than he'll know. So, for that, I really appreciate you. More than you'll ever know, man. So, playing in the Farewell with Zach, he got me a job with Saliva as a guitar tech when I didn't belong there whatsoever. I didn't know my ass from a hole in the ground. And then Drowning Pool needed a bass tech. Who are they opening for? They're opening for Kiss. And then I find out the first show is in Memphis at the Pyramid. And that's, again, when the Pyramid wasn't the Bass Pro Shop. They still had shows. So my second job ever was being a bass tech for Drowning Pool, and they were opening for Kiss. So that, again, that's a completely like one whole video itself of just these stories that go from being a guitar tech to a musician to now starting my own business and in music and being in the music business. It's nuts. It's crazy. I mean, because when Zach brought me in, Saliva, Drowning Pool, the first two bands I worked with, and then as a band, Zach, with his connections, was able to get for a long time, it was me, Zach, Jerry Meadows, Chris Tabbitt, God rest your soul, and Ben Cowell, Uncle Benny. We went out and opened for Shinedown, Three Doors Down, Breaking Benjamin, Saliva, Earshot. We did a whole lot, probably, more than I deserved to do. More than I deserved to do. And I got to do that all within, from 2005 to 2006, something like that. That all of that happened within a year. So when I'm playing with Zach in the Farewell, we start playing, and he starts getting, after teching for so long, he was guitar tech for Three Doors Down. He was guitar tech for Saliva. And after teching for so long and you know, he got his name out there and Shinedown needed a guitar player and bam. So I always say, you know, you never know who's listening, so I always keep playing. You never know who's listening. You never know what chance you're going to get. You never know what it's going to be. Again, remembering all of these things is a blast for me too. So unfortunately, you know, that time in my life did have an ending. Thank God none of the friendships, but the band, because, you know, when Zach went to Shinedown, that took a lot of his time. So I had to find something to do. And that something to do was a band called Page 13. That was me, Tom Rittberger, forgive me if I said your name wrong, Michael Land, Ben Faulkner, and later on, Chris Hill. We were a garage metal band and we had a blast. You were not finding a band that goes harder on stage than Page 13, ever. Now, those were like the garage great, you know, sweating it out, earning your stripes, just practicing and till your fingers bleed and writing songs that just sometimes they don't even make sense, but they sound cool, and it doesn't matter because we're writing for us. And it was so much fun with metal and being introduced from rock to metal, country with Danny. She started country and then she evolved. So I'm coming back from a rehearsal from Page 13. I was listening to the radio. At this time, Memphis had 93X, which was the biggest and best rock station you could find locally. It was amazing. 93X, or 92.9 for my old school folks. Let's see.